Let's turn the page to 2026, and we're going to start with the number one overall player in the On3 industry rankings. That's offensive tackle Jackson Cantwell. And Steve, this weekend he made some noise. He chopped his list of schools down to a final 6. Georgia, Miami, Missouri, Michigan, Ohio State, and Oregon are the finalists for now. Who's to say he doesn't make another cut? But right now, the number one player is working with a top 6. Steve, take us behind the scenes of this one.
Yeah, well, George has been a front runner the entire process for Jackson Cantwell, from Kirby Smart to Stacy Searles, the pedigree on the field, the track record of player development, particularly on the offensive line, a like-minded culture and style of play. Georgia remains one of Jackson Cantwell's favorites, and one I'm keeping a close eye on as he starts to line up his official visits, aiming to make a college decision before his senior season. We've talked about it on several whip-arounds. Oregon is a program we've been keeping a close eye for Jackson Cantwell. Dan Lanning, the family has really hit it off with him. He is from Missouri, so that connection helps. Jackson has a great relationship with offensive line coach Alik Terry, Will Stein, and Dan Lanning recruiting the entire family. Look, Jackson Cantwell is one of the top throwers in the country as well. He's making a football decision, but track and field's a cherry on top. Oregon and the opportunity to play 2 sports at Oregon for 2 high-profile programs, also exciting. Oregon and Georgia are 2 programs that have a great shot to land Jackson Cantwell. Don't sleep on Michigan here. I think the visit in December, talking to Sharon Moore, Grant Newsome, Michigan, the way they like to run the football, the Joe Moore Awards for the offensive line, the way they develop that position. Michigan is another program that is in an intriguing spot for Jackson Cantwell. I put those 3 schools in tier 1 for him. Tier 2, you have Miami, you have Missouri, and you have Ohio State, and Ohio State's had a lot of coaching turnover, even since he put out that top 6. I don't know if Justin Fry was already Arizona Cardinals bound when that top 6 came out. Chip Kelly just got a humongous bag to become the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. So things have changed with Ohio State. We'll see who they get in there, but he just loves the program and what they stand for, and Coach Ryan Day, and they're in that tier 2 right now, in my opinion. Missouri, they love the offensive line coach there, Coach Brandon, and the way he talks to his players and develops them. And certainly the in-state pull, the family ties to Columbia. His dad, an Olympic shot put thrower, world champion, did his training out of Columbia, so he did a lot of growing up around Mizzou, and took a recent visit to Mizzou's campus, had another fabulous time. Miami is a program that he's only been once, all right? He went to a game this fall. He loved Coral Gables. Miami and Oregon are probably the programs that are reaching out the most of the 6. Coach Cristobal, Coach Mirabal, they made an impression, but he really liked the vibe in Coral Gables. And so coming in, an official visit could be a humongous needle mover for Miami there. And it would not shock me if he picked Miami in the end. But all 6 schools still alive. He's looking to line up his official visits now. And we'll see what happens and what shakes with this next round of visits. But Georgia and Oregon certainly in a great spot. Michigan in tier 1. And then I have the other schools still very much in play. And so we'll see what happens with these official visits.
Yeah. The way I look at it, I think Georgia is probably the team to beat right now, but we want to hear from you guys when it comes to number 1 overall player, Jackson Cantwell in 2026. Who do you think has the edge right now? Let us know. Comment section below.